Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because this video is kind of going around, kind of not. I've seen a few people do this. I think Jen Loves Reviews started this video, but then I saw Samantha March do it, so I'll link their videos and stuff down below. But this video is 20 best products from 20 different brands in 20 minutes. So this was very difficult for me to figure out, just to get like 20 different brands. So I mean, obviously I love a lot of products from these brands, but these are my 20 favorite products that I pulled from my collection that I do really like from these brands. So without further ado, let's get started because we are in a time crunch. All right, so we'll start with primers. The NYX Pore Filler. This is probably this is my favorite NYX product, I would say. Well, besides this or the Hydra Touch, but for a pore filler, I think this is incredible. Now, this is not like the cream type pore filler. This is more of the whipped consistency. So it's gonna be like that whipped. You have to kind of blend it in a little bit, press it in, but it blurs your skin, it smooths it out. It's so nice. It's not like a cream like the L'Oreal one. It's not silicone, but it's just like that really cool consistency that you can just press into your pores, and I love it. So if you're looking for a good one from the drugstore, this is great. But if you want more of a cream one, this is not it. This is like actually a pore filler smoother. And yeah. You guys know my e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer. I love a lot of e.l.f. products, but I think I just had to mention this one because I talk about it all the time. I've squeezed the heck out of it, and I love it. I'm wearing it today. I wear it like every day. It grips onto my foundation. It holds it in place, and I really love it. So definitely, if you're looking for a good primer from the drugstore, this is about $8. Not too bad, and it has a pump and squeezy tube thing, which I actually really like the packaging. It's like kind of satisfying to me. I don't know. I like gravitate towards it. So definitely recommend this if you're looking for a good drugstore primer. This is not like a hydrating necessarily. It's more of a gripping cream consistency. It's not like a jelly cooling hydrating. This is, I would say honestly, oily skin would like this too. This is not gonna be like, if you want a moisturizing, hydrating primer, that's not it. This is called the Moisture Lock, not a hydrating primer. There's two different things, so definitely like this one a lot. Now, foundation, I have two products that I'm going to mention. First is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I am scraping it out. You can tell I am almost done with this. I have LW2. I'm going to repurchase an LN3 because I like the more neutral tone, but I love this foundation. If you're looking for an everyday foundation that's going to smooth out your skin, leave a natural finish, good for dry. Honestly, I think oily skin would like it too. It's about a medium coverage, and it has a doe foot applicator. It has a certain smell, but I like the smell because it like brings me back to like when I used it all the time. It's easy. You can just swipe it on your face and go. You can apply it with a brush or a sponge, whatever you like, and it's great. It's my favorite go-to foundation. Also, if you are looking for an inexpensive drugstore foundation that is going to give you coverage, you guys, you cannot beat this. This is the LA Colors Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigment Foundation. This you can find at your local Family Dollar store, and it is amazing. You can get it online too, I believe, for $6, but if you go in store, it's only $4. I have the shade Natural. This is pretty. I'm wearing it today. I mixed it with a drop or two of oil, and it looks great. So if you have oily skin, it's mattifying, so I think you would like it. And if you have dry skin or more normal to dry like I do, add a drop or two of oil into it, and it creates, my skin looks very luminous today, and I even powdered, and it creates such a beautiful finish. It's full coverage, but it just looks pretty. Like honestly, every time I grab this and reach for it, I'm like, why don't I use this more often? Because I love this. So definitely, for sure, pick this up if you're looking for an inexpensive foundation, but something that's going to last a while. But also, I mean, I don't think it's the most longest wearing foundation, but it's definitely gonna wear a while. And if you pair it with a good primer and everything, I think you would like it. Okay, concealer, you guys already know my Catrice Liquid Camouflage. This is my favorite concealer from the drugstore. This is my favorite concealer. I mean, this is my favorite concealer general. This is my favorite product from Catrice. I love this concealer. It is a high coverage, liquid coverage. It's more of a hydrating, but it's not like super hydrating. Like it's not like dewy, really luminous necessarily. It's not like the e.l.f. 16 Hour. I do like that one a lot as well, but that one's like full coverage matte. This is just a nice natural finish, good for an everyday, medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's the highest, fullest coverage because it's not, but it's not gonna be this thick covering. This is just a great everyday concealer. So if you're looking for one that's inexpensive, this is honestly like $5 too, $5.99. I love it. I repurchased it so many times. It is my favorite. I do want to try the Flower Beauty one, but I do really like that one. Now, for highlighter, I have two. I have the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. This is a really pretty palette if you're looking for an intense highlighter. It's got a champagne, a pink, and a gold, and they're so stinking pretty. So if you want a super reflectant highlighter, definitely try this one out. It's really great. It lasts a while. It's really intense, as you can tell, and I really like this. But if you want a more natural highlighter, but it's still gonna stand out and give you like intense color, and you're still gonna get like that highlighting effect, it's just not gonna be as maybe pore emphasizing. This one is great too. This is the Smashbox Spotlight Palette. I've talked about it many times. I've hit pan on it. I love it. These have a little bit more natural colors to it too. This one still is more than just a highlighting powder. It is like an actual highlighter, but it's not going to emphasize the pores. This is the packaging with the collaboration with Casey Holmes, but they do sell the original one now as well, and she made it so that it doesn't emphasize your texture, and like you want it to be reflective, but you don't want something that's gonna stand everything out. So I love this. I wear it all the time. It's my favorite everyday highlighter, and I talk about it all the time as well. We're cruising here, guys. I think I will get through this video in under 15. This is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I have the shade Sun Kiss. I love this bronzer. Smells good, like kind of like coconuts, not as much as the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I love that one as well. But this is a great bronzer because it's a little more pigmented, but it's not going to be too pigmented. It's easy to blend. I have the second darkest shade, and I like the tone of it. It is cool tone. It's not too orangey or red or warm tone. I don't like... That was dangerous. I don't like bronzers that are like too reddish or whatever. It is throwing at the camera proof because I just did that and it did not break, and it was wide open like this. But yes, I really love this, and if you want a good bronzer that's going to stay all day, be matte, but it's going to, it just looks really pretty on the skin, and it's a great undertone. It's not too warm or anything. I love this. This is my favorite blush, the Benefit Dallas blush, and also I didn't mention a lot of my favorite blushes I already mentioned in a category, so I thought I would mention this one because I use this one on an everyday basis, and I love their blushes. They last a while. I've had this blush forever. It still smells good. I mean, it's like literally lasts a while, and it also lasts a while on your face. This is the Dallas one, which is a great tone. Sometimes I just wear this and not even any bronzer, and it's just a pretty blush bronzer. I love it. It's so beautiful. And if you're looking for maybe just a few face products that you don't have to constantly repurchase and like you think it would last a while, or maybe you just want to have a nicer blush. I mean, it's not that expensive, but it's more in the drugstore. This is great. For brows, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill or the Definer. This is the Shape and Fill one. I like this a lot. I think these are easy to fill in your brows. They're not too creamy, not too waxy. They just make it quick and easy to fill in your brows, and it just looks really good. I think that they give you a natural brow, and it's just so nice. I think it's great too because if you don't have a lot of hair or you have a lot of hair, it'll stick to the skin perfectly fine or fill in perfectly fine, and I do really like this. I actually used a powder to fill in my brows today, which I never do, like an eyeshadow, but I think it looks good. Anyway, but I do really like this pencil. It is a little more expensive, but it's an OG favorite of mine, so I have to mention it. And also the CoverGirl Lid Lockup eyeshadow primer. If you want a sticky, tacky base for your eyeshadow to just grip onto, you need this in your life. This is a great one. I'm running low. I've realized that I kind of like this primer over just a cream. I feel like it just makes my makeup or my eyeshadow stick longer, and my eyelids don't get as oily as fast. I do have oily eyelids, so I do like to use an eyeshadow primer over just a concealer, and yeah, so I really like this one. I have a couple palettes here to mention. I have the LA Girl Eye Luxe Mesmerizing Quad. So if you just want a quad from the drugstore with just a couple shades, they have a lot of options. This is an all matte one in the shade Urbanize. It's about $5, and this is great for travel. You can take this in a single shadow and just be out the door. It's great. I love it. The quality is good. I used this to actually fill my brows today, so this is a great palette. If you are looking for just something simple, compact, and just good quality but inexpensive, amazing. Definitely need to try that out. Also, Colourpop's palettes. I like the Double Entendre palette. This is a very pretty palette as well if you are a neutrals girl. I mean, they have a bunch of options too. I believe this is about $10. And the shimmer pigment is unbelievable. The matte pigments are good too. Oh my gosh, where can I swatch this? I mean, like, beautiful colors, and I do really like this quality. It blends really nicely, and it's a great option. If we're gonna talk about my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette, I think I would have to say it's the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. I love the Jaclyn Hill palette. You can tell I've made dents in a lot of the shades. I mean, I love this palette. If you need a palette just to have a shade, like every single shade, this is your palette. And it's not a cool tone palette as much. There are more cool tone shades, but I love this. Whenever I need any shadow, I honestly reach for this. Blends amazing. It's only like 30 something bucks too for all this, which is a really great deal considering, like, you look at Urban Decay and they're like $54 for 12 shades or something, and this has so many. So 35 shades for like $38, $9, so it's great. I love it, and it's a beautiful palette. It has a couple pops of color if you're needing it, and this is honestly the best. The best. If you are looking for a palette that has just everything and you just want to spend a little bit, definitely get this one. I recommend this to all my friends if they're looking for one palette. This is amazing. And you're okay with spending like 30 bucks instead of like 10 from the drugstore. That's still not that bad. Okay, I have a matte cream eyeshadow, which is from Wet n Wild, the Color Icon Shadow in Brûlée. If you are looking for just a matte cream palette shade, because a lot of palettes don't have eyeshadows that are like this, like the Jaclyn Hill palette does not have a matte cream shade, which I don't know why. So I really like this, and it's easy to travel. It's compact and it's small. It doesn't waste any excess packaging, and it's literally like 99 cents. I'm not joking. And this is amazing. If you need something like this, definitely go for it. I love this from Wet n Wild. And then also the J.Cat Prismetal Cream Shadows. If you're looking for a really pretty cream eyeshadow that's going to be intense, glittery, this is in the shade Chrome Galaxy. I would recommend that you use this as more of a topper, that you put a shadow underneath and then top this, because I think that this is a little bit sheer and it can start to have a little glitter fallout. But if you apply it on top of a shadow, it looks even better and prettier, but it's very reflectant, very pretty, and I love cream shadows, and this is about $5-ish, $5.99, $6, and it's amazing. Okay, I got 2 mascaras and 2 lip products, and then we are done. I am cruising. I am cruising. My videos aren't really that long as it is. I feel like I do talk fast and get through stuff, but wow, this is a lot. The Maybelline Last Sensational Mascara is great if you are looking for one with length, volume, curl, just kind of it all. Not one category stands out more than the other with this. It just really hugs the lashes. It's got that curved rubber bristle, and it just really hugs and curves and just really does a great job. And a lot of times I'll pair the Essence Lash Princess with it, and it's amazing. This one's good for really lengthening and a little bit of volumizing. Together, they are amazing. I love them. The only thing with this one is if you're going to be in the heat or in the water, this will smudge and smear immediately. But if you're going to be in like the dead, cold winter, this will be fine. But other than that, this one does a great job of lasting in the heat though. I have noticed that. I do really like this one. It's my favorite go-to kind of for the summertime. It works really great, but together these are amazing as well. This is a great and inexpensive option, and Essence does have a lot of good mascaras for different preferences, so maybe you won't like this one, but they do have other ones in their line that are great as well. And then I have 2 lip products. The Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream. This is a great product. This is in the shade Barely Blush. This is a little bit of a plumping product, but it's not like too plumping. It's more just a little minty, and it's kind of cooling. It feels really nice. It has a little color to it. I'll put it on right now. It just looks really pretty on the lips, and it's a good everyday product. I wear it all the frickin' time. But if I want to splurge a little bit on a lip gloss that's a little more pigmented, might last a little longer, the Dose of Colors lip glosses are great as well. These are talked about all the time. This one's in the shade Messy Bun, but I don't really like the scent. It's kind of got a weird, it's sweet, but it's also got a weird shift to it. But I do really like the Dose of Colors lip glosses too if you want one to last longer and maybe stay on your lips a little bit more. I wore this one on prom. These ones have a sweeter smell too. I actually kind of like the Revlon one better, but the Revlon's cheaper, but I wouldn't say they're not the exact same. This one's a little more sticky, but I do like them both. All right, that was 20 products from 20 different brands in under 20 minutes. I am so impressed. I really got through that really fast. That was kind of stressful, but I like to get through videos a little bit faster. I don't want to spend 45 hours filming a video because honestly, I'm going to end up cutting it and it's going to literally be like 15 minutes anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you enjoyed this style. Maybe a worst products one if I get that many bad products. I don't know, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I would love to have you stick around. Let me know in the comments if you have any other fun video ideas like this. I've also thought about ranking my foundations from best to worst, ranking my concealers from whatever. Those videos are going around too. Let me know if you would like to see that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!